So in this video, I'm gonna be revealing how much YouTube pays me to make videos here in Thailand. And I think the number might surprise you guys. So stay tuned for the whole video because I'm also gonna be dropping some game for you guys who are interested in becoming content creators as well. Without further ado, guys, let's go. So 2 years ago, I launched this channel when I first moved to Thailand and had no idea that, that this many people would be interested in seeing, videos from me in this element. And just to give some background for you guys who are new to the channel and don't know anything about me, my name is Isaiah. Actually, I am a traditional entrepreneur turned digital nomad. So before moving to Thailand 2 years ago, I was running an exterior cleaning business where I had built up a whole nother audience on YouTube in that space, which you guys can see right there. It's called The Zay Wonder. You can still find that channel on YouTube today. And so I did have some experience with being a YouTuber prior to moving here. And so with creating content for that channel, it really opened up to my eyes to the potential of YouTube and the power of YouTube and how you can really leverage it to gain attention and then convert that attention to dollars. But here we are now, and my channel is over 30,000 subscribers. I'm running into people every day that's recognizing me from this channel, and I've influenced and inspired, quite a few people to begin their own digital nomad journey and move abroad and just see what life is like, in Thailand or anywhere else. And that's been very dope to experience. People I know are curious when it comes to being a content creator. What are the possibilities? Can you really pay your bills and live off of content creator income? I'll start by saying this, 100% yes you can. But I also do want to mention that I believe in multiple streams of income. So for me, creating content is just one of the streams of income, but I must say it is, a decent stream of income to have and to have the ability to get paid just by making videos using my iPhone. I've grown, and I want to mention this as well, guys. I've grown this whole channel strictly using my iPhone 12 Pro. And literally that's the same thing I'm recording on right now. So just my iPhone, a tripod, and some wireless mics. And so I'm telling you guys that so you'll understand that there is no excuse when it comes to getting started as a content creator. A lot of you guys are overthinking what you need to begin or what should you talk about. And the reality is just create something, just get started. It will be my number one piece of advice. But anyway, I know you guys are curious about the numbers. Just get to it. How much are you getting paid by YouTube? So I'm going to show you guys. I must say it's not my typical revenue income from YouTube. I just had a video go viral, so it has jumped a bit, but I just still want to show you guys the power of content. So drum roll, please. There we go, guys. So as you guys can see, that is 4,000 USD. And the reason why I'm showing this, one, is because I know many of you guys are curious about, what YouTubers make, and obviously the number definitely fluctuate on the niche and the channel, how big the channel is, how many views you're getting. So everyone's not making this amount. But I do pride myself, on transparency because I want you guys to know the reality of being a content creator. And so yes, we just hit a 4K month. Definitely not my norm. I'll give you guys more stats and stuff in a moment. But yeah, so $4,000 just by creating some YouTube videos with my iPhone, once again, living here in Thailand. And especially living here in Thailand where everything is super affordable, $4,000 is more than enough to pay my bills, you know what I'm saying? And not to mention, like I said, that's on top of the other streams of income that I do have. Now, for all transparency purposes, my revenue normally is around, I normally make on average around like $1,400 to like $1,800 a month from YouTube between both my channels, because my other channel is monetized, but I don't really post on it anymore, so I don't make much money from that channel. But I'm going to be giving you guys a little more insight into the power of YouTube in a moment, because if you think, $4,000 is good, I've actually made a lot more money from YouTube, not from YouTube revenue, but by selling my own products. And so one of the things I want to mention when it comes to being a content creator or understanding what it means to create content and how to truly monetize it, there's a few things we gotta have to first discuss. All right, let's start with the basics, right? Number one is going to be the niche that you choose. And the niche basically means the category, the topic of videos that you put out, right? So when it comes to YouTube, right, it's a very diverse landscape. You can put out Thailand vlog videos. You can put out videos about anywhere in the world. You can put out videos about teaching people how to swim, about learning a language, about learning how to code. Really, honestly, anything, fitness, like whatever your interests are, that's where I would start when it comes to creating content. But when it comes to that niche, as far as like the money side of it, the niche you choose will really determine, the other opportunities that you have, that you can evolve into, and that, the offers you can make. Because the reality is that attention is the new currency, right? When you have attention, you have the ability to attract sponsors, to point people to different offers, to do affiliate marketing. And so I want to talk to you guys about multiple streams of income when it comes to YouTube. So I just showed you guys that, okay, yeah, I'm making $4,000 from YouTube ads, but that's not the only stream, right? So I also make a little bit of extra change with affiliate marketing, recommending, certain products or services. I also make money from having my own product or offering. So you guys know I started a community, and obviously I don't charge much at all for it, charge $4 a month, but I found another area I can add value, and now that has become another stream of income, and a recurring one at that. And so the power of creating offers and understanding your niche, this attention can really turn into a lot more things for you if you truly understand the power of content creation. And so, as I mentioned, guys, before becoming a Thailand YouTuber, I had my pressure washing channel. And so I want to talk to you guys really quickly of how I turned that idea into like 3 or 4 different streams of income with pretty much, very little work. And so essentially, just to give you guys a very quick run through, is, I'm running my business, something I'm already doing, right? I'm going to be running my business regardless. So I'm making a decent amount of change per month from running my pressure washing business, okay? So let's take that. And then I'm like, I'm already doing this. I might as well just create content. It doesn't really require much extra effort. And for me, my personal thing, I love to teach people. I really do love to teach and just share game. And so, and that channel was dedicated to teaching other people how to start a pressure washing business, because when I had first started, I didn't have much knowledge, and I feel like people were gatekeeping. It was hard to find. So I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna get on YouTube and share some game. And through that, at that time, at the peak, I grew a decent audience. And so eventually, through just views, my channel became monetized. I was getting paid by YouTube on average, roughly, an extra, I want to say $500 to $1,000 a month on average. I had even higher months. Sometimes, I have like a $2,000 month from YouTube when, certain videos spike. But even before I was ever monetized on YouTube, my first video that went viral, and I'll put a screenshot right there, that video you guys can see has over 100,000 views. And it's just me teaching in front of a whiteboard for 30 minutes. And at the end of that video, I had a call to action to a program that I had already built, a course teaching people basically A to Z on how to begin starting a pressure washing business, right? And it just was more detailed and laid out than the free stuff I was giving away on YouTube. Well, guys, that video, through that offer, that video made me 10 grand, 10,000 USD. And if you guys don't believe me, I don't have no reason to cap. There's a screenshot, right? And I didn't even, back then, I wasn't even that good at building out funnels or offers or course websites. If I look back, honestly, it wasn't the best quality product, but it definitely opened up my mind to the potential to make and generate income online and through the form of selling through content. And even when it comes down to organic content, just putting out YouTube videos and getting found by people. And so eventually, as I got smarter, right, I started putting out content more consistently. I rebuilt the program, rebranded it, still have the program today. It's called sixfigurepressurewashing.com. And that new program, after I redesigned it, made it better, upped the price, that new program went on to make an additional $50,000. It might even be a little bit more than that. And I also have written, a couple ebooks that generated, a few $1,000s in sales. I made a few $1,000s in sales through affiliate marketing, with just connecting the dots, right? So one of the things people need when they start a pressure washing business is a website. So what just made sense to me was like, all right, you know what? I became an affiliate with a hosting service, right? And part of the product offering inside my course was I gave away free templates. So I made it easy and I made it all make sense. So it's like you start a business, you're gonna need a website, you might as well just use my link. So I was getting paid like $65, one-time payment per person who signed up with the hosting. And so I'm just telling you guys that to show you guys the power of content. This is real. You can definitely make money from being a content creator when you understand it. And so do understand this though, is that content creation truly is a business. You gotta treat YouTube like a business if you wanna make money from it. And that's coming from somebody who's honestly right now an inconsistent content creator at times, where I could definitely be putting out more videos than I do on my channel. And I probably will begin to do that. But I just want to show you guys the power of when you understand, being a YouTuber or even a TikToker or Instagram, all these platforms of content creation, right? Now, my platform of choice has been YouTube. I'm a real lover of YouTube and the process of building an audience on this platform specifically. But you do have people who, who grow big audiences is like TikTokers, and a lot of their revenue comes from, obviously there's a TikTok program as well where they'll pay you just for the views, but it's way less than YouTube. But most of those content creators are getting paid through sponsorships. So because advertisers and businesses understand that attention is currency. So if you have 50,000 followers on TikTok or 100,000 and you're getting good views, that's an opportunity for them to connect with you and be like, hey, you know, push our product out to your audience if it's something that relates to your audience and drive sales. And so that's how business is done today. Social media and content creation plays a huge role, you know, in business and marketing today. And so, you know, and the thing is, guys, I'll say this as well. Anybody can become a content creator. And to create content doesn't mean that you have to create Thailand travel vlogs. If that's not your thing, that doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to. There's all different types and forms of content that people like to consume, right? So you can do a faceless channel and make money from YouTube, right? There's people who post videos of like police body cam footage. Their face is never on there, and you know, and it makes money. There's people who have drone channels where, like, you know, they just fly their drone around different landscapes and they make money. There's people who do like walking videos, you know, just walk around, they never show their face and just show a city, and that makes money. So the reality is, like, you can make money in any field. And right now, if you don't even have like an expertise or anything, you can still create content documenting your journey. If you're building a business right now, document the process of you starting from zero to building a business, and now you can monetize eventually, hopefully, you know, if your content is good, it's interesting, off of that, and capitalize off of that, off of you literally just like saying, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm trying, this is what's working, this is what's failing, and putting it on video. And so you guys really have no excuse, because like everyone has a cell phone these days, right? Our cell phones are costing us $1,000 and you're not leveraging it. I'm saying, like, our phones are truly assets. I don't think we really comprehend how powerful these devices are. The very fact that I'm 27 years old, I'm living abroad, and I'm making money from my cell phone, an opportunity that was not available, you know, to my parents and grandparents, you know, in their time period. And we're so blessed to be able to have this, you know, and to be able to like turn basically anything into an income and turn anything into money. And so I do want to encourage you guys, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say like everyone needs to become a content creator, but, you know, there's really no risk involved with putting out the content. Even for this channel, guys, like, I told myself I was going to vlog and create content regardless of whether anyone watched, because I'm like, you know what, this is what I like to do, and one day, even if no one watches it, one day, say if I have like grandkids or children, they can go back and watch it and see, you know, me when I was in my 20s living life and being in Thailand and doing whatever, or even just for myself, you know, as to have as memories. But once again, when it comes to the whole content field, you can start with something you're passionate about. Say you're learning how to trade. Start a channel documenting your trading journey, losing money, the strategy you're learning. Like, you can literally, it is not hard to start from scratch and to build a channel. And so you might be wondering now, like, okay, what are the foundations of building a channel? Like, you know, how do you get found by the algorithm? And so I'll start by saying this, guys. One of my success has come in the form of, like, I usually try to start with discoverable topics. So things that are like either like how-to based or just curious things that people might have. So let's say when it comes to moving to a different country, one of my videos that kind of took off early on was like, you know, is Thailand safe? My experience here as a black person. Interesting topic, right? It's a niche topic because, like, okay, you're curious, like, okay, you know, how are we treated over here in a different country? Is it safe for us? Okay, so I knew that's a topic that's not only interesting for like someone like me, but it would be interesting to other people as well. And then, like, after you do that, you can just capitalize on more and more topics. You can also start with like looking up the niche you're interested in and like what videos are already being put out by other content creators. Not that you have to copy that, but use it as inspiration. So what are the topics they're putting out? What are their thumbnails looking like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are people clicking on? So literally we have the ability today to look at the data, right? Everything is tracked these days. So there's so much data available to us. And so the data that you are able to get, it's that insight, and you're able to then, you know, take all that information and then optimize for, you know, what would potentially be the best performing. Because YouTube, especially in my back end, YouTube gives me so many stats. It gives me stats on, like, you know, on gaps in the content market. So let's say, like, okay, there's a lack of videos in a certain area right now that needs to be fulfilled, that people are interested in hearing and learning about. And I can go, okay, you know what? Okay, boom, that's now a topic. I can use ChatGPT to look up some ideas of different videos that I might potentially want to create. And like I said, just gaining inspiration from other content creators in the same niche as you. And from there, you know, you can just begin to continue to build and capitalize off of that. So I would say, like, once you start, it's like just using all the data that's available to you, and then, you know, just begin to optimize over and over and over again, and just look at all the stats and what they're telling you. And so, you know, once you have the information, it's like, okay, now YouTube is literally telling you what to do, right? So when I put out a video, and let's say a video I put out a video and let's say it bombs. It doesn't really get any clicks. Okay, I know that either sometimes maybe the timing of the video just wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the thumbnail was off. It didn't pique their curiosity. Or maybe just like the topic was something that's only interested to a few people, right? And that's why it bombed. Okay, so what about when videos work out? You can see that you have a high click-through rate. That means like a lot of people clicked your video, which that means that your thumbnail was probably good or your topic was interesting enough where a lot of people at least clicked it. Let's say you have clicks, views, and comments. When people comment, that means that whatever the topic was, it resonated in some form, whether that's bad or good, whether it's negative or positive. When people comment, that means that it touched some part of them, right? And so the more engagement you get, once again, this data, you're able to just like learn from that and then begin to capitalize. So like, you know, one of the video topics that have kind of helped grow my channel is like when I do like a condo tour, right? And so I like, all right, the condo tours resonate with people. People like seeing that. And once again, not to say that, okay, you guys see I'm doing well with condo tours, that you come here and do condo tours. If you want to, hey, I'm not stopping you. You know, like I don't see this competition. Come, you know, do it as well. But you might not have the same success as me. I would say the biggest thing is one, start with a topic that you're already interested in or that you want to be interested in, and start with that. So let's say even if like right now crypto is blowing up. Everybody's talking about crypto again. It's the next bull run. And so let's say you don't know anything about crypto. So my perspective would be, okay, you know what? An interesting niche could be, let's say you're 65 and you're just like, I don't know a damn thing about crypto, but I want to learn. So your channel can be about, you know, you as a 65-year-old or 60-year-old, whatever, in your 60s, learning about this new thing, right? This new form of money, cryptocurrency, and your journey into researching it and investing and some of the things you're just learning. That could be a channel. That could be a space. The more that you show up and document and show your transparency and learn, you now kind of just oddly enough become an expert. People begin to trust you because like, okay, you know what? This person's being transparent. They're constantly making videos. So they're researching. And now you become a trusted source. That's just literally, you know, like how it works. But the field is still like, you know, there's still great opportunity in content creation. Like, you know, if you're watching this right now, it's not too late to get started. Literally now is the perfect time to do it. And who knows what will be the next social media platform to pop up. But I will say, like, you know, if you want to find success, definitely, if you're going to create TikTok content, just do TikTok, right? And stick with that and learn and understand the platform, because each platform has its different intricacies and optimizations or best practices for that platform, right? Or even the difference between making a short form video and a long form video, there's a whole different psychology behind it, right? You're looking at a whole different audience. It's people who are willing to sit down and watch an hour video versus someone who only has the attention span to watch like a 30-second video. You have to condense your information and form it in a completely different way than a long form video. Me personally, I just love long form videos because I can just sit down and yap and talk into a camera. But maybe your success will come in short form content. I don't touch short form. It's just not my thing. But it's still a great space to be in. But I think the biggest thing I want to just, inspire you guys with this is to do it, right? Content creation can definitely be your way out. And you can start building a channel now. A lot of people think, they move out to Thailand or Bali or somewhere and then start a channel. But you can start now. Once again, the content doesn't have to be about you living in Thailand. Like, it could be around anything. So don't limit yourself as a content creator either. And to attach to that is, who's to say you can't have multiple channels? I'm someone right now who has multiple channels that have both grown. Don't put yourself in a box either. So if you have multiple interests, start multiple channels around those different interests, right? Maybe you have a vlog channel. Maybe you have a channel where you're teaching something. Maybe you have a business channel. Maybe you have a crypto channel. You can have as many channels as you want, guys. I don't think we truly understand our ability to come on. We're able to become our own media companies, right? In the past, to grow an audience and to be viewed kind of meant you had to be like a TV personality or celebrity. But we are the new celebrities. YouTubers, TikTokers, content creators, streamers, we are the new celebrities, right? We are getting more attention than your traditional celebrity. And I'm not really throwing myself in there, but I'm just saying obviously I'm not famous, but what I'm saying is these are who people are watching now, right? YouTube has so many eyes. When I think about when I was growing up, it was people are watching cable and stuff like that. But now people are watching YouTubers. People are watching TikToks. People obviously stream, they watch Netflix and stuff, but the real wave is people user generated, content. People just seeing content from everyday people that because it's relatable. right? You see a celebrity, it's like, all right, their lifestyle's so up here, you can't even picture it. But if you see someone like me, I'm just a regular dude, right? I'm just a regular dude like anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, who just took a chance. I just took a chance myself, you know, and I'm able to, you know, and I'm able to see results from it. And then so, you know, and so that's why I'm here today to try to, you know, just offer a little bit of inspiration back. You know, I've been so blessed and so grateful. And so, like, you know, I just want to give you guys some game. It's like, hey, get started. You know, like, imagine if I wasn't creating content right now, not even just on the money side, but like, I've met so many dope people through creating content. You know, I now have my community through creating content. And obviously I'm getting paid to create content. You know, I'm living an amazing life here in Thailand, you know, and content is one of the things that helps support that, right? And so, like, there's just a ton of opportunity, you know, like, for example, just the fact that, like, all right, I'm making $4 grand off of just YouTube ad revenue. If I didn't make any other money from anywhere else, that's enough to pay my bills here. My lifestyle, like, once again, got, like, my condo is $460 a month, right? Food here is super affordable. I don't have an expensive lifestyle. So, you know, like, this is really the wave, because, like, what I've learned from the keys to life is, like, if you reduce your expenses, simplify your life, you know what I'm saying, and then incrementally, patiently increase your income over time, optimize, life becomes a lot easier to navigate when you don't have a bunch of things hanging over you, a bunch of debt and BS hanging over you, right? So, like, that is what equals freedom. And so, like, you know, I now have the ability to live anywhere, to go anywhere, obviously within reason. You know what I'm saying, I ain't rich, but I'm able to do this globally, right? I can go start a channel anywhere in the world. I can create content from anywhere in the world and make money, right? So, like I said, think about, I would say, just consider becoming a content creator. Figure out what interests you and start. There's nothing holding you back. There are no gatekeepers, right? There's no one stopping you. No one can tell you can't make a video, right? You can literally start creating right now, upload tomorrow. You might not get no views, but you got to be patient, stick it out. Because I will say, you know, like, this doesn't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like, before, I had to produce videos before I was ever getting paid for it. You have to see the vision, right? This is a long-term thing, right? So I'm 2 years into this channel. This is my first 4K month. This is my biggest month so far with YouTube. But it started off as making an extra $200 from YouTube. Obviously started at zero, but then it's like, okay, I'm making an extra $200. That's cool, you know what I'm saying? At the time, my rent in patio was $240, so that still covered my rent. Okay, smooth. All right, boom, doubled up to $400. I'm like, all right, bet, that's even better. Went to 6, went to 8, went to 1,000. I'm like, okay, cool. Went to 1,400, went to 2,000. I'm like, this is starting to look good. And here we are now at 4,000. Who's to say the next time I post that I don't have another video go viral and I'm messing around and hit $8,000 on YouTube, which is very possible. It's very possible. Viewership, the more views you get, like, it's not about subscribers these days anymore. It's about, like, your view count and your niche. So to give you guys a little extra game, when I'm talking about, like, back-end statistics, is your niche will kind of determine the RPMs you get. You might be like, what is RPM? Well, that's like the rate of, like, what they pay you per 1,000 views. So let's say your RPM is about $20. It means every 1,000 views you get will earn you about $20. So it's like, all right, you get a video with 10,000 views. All right, so what's 20 times 10? I was like, all right, bet. So you make yourself $200 off of that. If you guys are curious, like, my RPM, it definitely fluctuates depending on the topic of the video. I'll show you guys another screenshot of of my RPM. My RPM is pretty decent for this channel, not gonna lie, but it definitely does fluctuate depending on the video. Sometimes it's a little bit lower, sometimes it's higher, but you know, at the end of the day, after you put out so many videos, it kind of just averages out. So, but anyway, that's just something else to think about when it comes to whatever niche you're creating. You know, like, obviously people do prank channels, people do gaming channels, people do financial channels. I will say, like, the highest paying niches are gonna be anything around, like, finance is gonna pay pretty high, pretty good RPMs for sure. Like, if you're making videos in the trading space, crypto space, investing space, the RPM is pretty good because this is a higher quality of a more savvy audience is watching. These people will probably, you know, have more money to spend versus the RPM of, like, a gaming or prank channel or like a toy channel or something like that is not going to be as high. So think about that. You know, I think fitness is also, like, anything around health is also a pretty good niche. Body, mind, spirituality, health, stuff like that is going to be, like, your solid niches. Also kind of like evergreen niches. People are always interested in these topics. People are always interested in money. People are always interested in health and spirituality. And those are things that kind of just don't go away. And then once again, guys, as you grow your channel, right, so you can now stack these income streams, right? So let's say you make your bread from YouTube ad revenue, and then within that, you also have a few sponsorships that start paying you per month, right? Like, I'm not gonna name the companies, but I've had a company, I've had companies reach out, offer me $600 just for a 30-second insert. For some people, that's a little bit of money. It all depends on your audience and how, how big your audience is, and once again, data will determine how much they're willing to pay you. Some offer $300 for a 30-second insert. That ain't really no work though, you know what I'm saying? That's not, I can't consider that work. Extra $300. Once again, when you tie that into living abroad in a place that costs me a lot less to live, now I value money a lot more. So it's like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, hey, $200, $200. $300 is $300. I'm saying, like, I'm like, that's rent, that's electric, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a phone bill, that's my internet bill. Like, so like anytime we're talking money, now I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm not sleeping on anything, right? Even if I make an extra $15, all right, bet, my internet is $500 per month. All right, this stream of income is paying my internet. All right, boom, this sponsorship deal is paying my rent. Bet, this little money over here is paying for my nightlife, you know what I'm saying? This is paying for a bottle, this is paying for some drinks, you know what I'm saying? Or this is extra bread I can throw into an investment account. All right, this little deal over here, I can, buy a couple XRP, some crypto or something, on the side, just to mess around with. So like, think about multiple streams of income, right? Tie and connect the dots together, because there's so much, opportunity you can squeeze out of being a content creator, right? And so, just to name a few, like, I get paid from YouTube, like as I mentioned, I get paid from sponsorships, I get paid from a little bit of affiliate marketing. It ain't super crazy, but like, hey, it's a phone internet bill. It covers electric, I trade a little bit, so like, I make a little bit of income as well from trading. So like, these things, they add up, right? You want multiple flows. But as I said before, when it comes to multiple flows, you can be within the same space. You ain't gotta jump over here and have a t-shirt business, and then over here you have a car wash business, and over here you have, like a mirror installation business. Like, focus on one idea. Go deep before you go wide. Don't spread yourself too thin, because like, you can only have only so much time in a day. Do what makes sense, right? Follow the opportunities that already align with what you're doing, and that's where I think you'll find the most success. But yeah, guys, any of y'all can become a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? Any of y'all could be a YouTuber. I'm nobody special, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to be completely honest, like, I don't care about subscriber count. I do this because I want to do this, right? If this went away tomorrow, like, it's like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out here for fame. I don't care about that. I don't care about subscriber count. I'm saying I do this because I want to do it. I had to throw just 2 cents in there, just, you know what I'm saying, just so y'all know, you know what I'm saying? So you don't bother leaving no comments telling me you're unsubscribing from my channel. I'm here to try to help you guys with some game, you know what I'm saying? And for those who want to embark on that journey of moving overseas and whatnot, I'm here to help, you know what I'm saying? So don't consider me the op. I'm your friend, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for you and me. It's called like doing it. I think I covered most of the topics, man. Like, that's kind of what I just want to drop to you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to reveal and offer you guys some transparency, because not most YouTubers are gonna like come on here and like show you how much they're making from YouTube. Most people keep that a secret. But you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all pocket watchers. Y'all want to know, you know what I'm saying, how much we making. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that, you can definitely live off of YouTube. And anybody who's throwing shade to YouTubers, like, oh, YouTubers, oh, you're a YouTuber, and you think it's something to be looked down on, or like, listen, first of all, I would say, like, stop living under a rock. Like, wake up. This is now a career. This is now a real thing. This ain't no little money to be like slept on or be like, or roll your eyes at. Your YouTubers and your streamers are some of the richest people today. The ones who are truly successful, y'all know how much money Casanat making? Y'all know how much Speed is making? Y'all know how much these streamers is making? You wouldn't roll your eyes if you knew. You would not roll your eyes if you knew the bread. It's diabolical. The amount of money they're making, hey, you would never touch that in 100 years times 2 existing on this planet. That's how much they're making they're making that type of money per month. So if you think that, you know what I'm saying, YouTubers and streamers are annoying and they should get a real job, I'm here to tell you this is a real job. All right, this is a real job. And it's a good one too, because like, I ain't got no boss. That's why if y'all tell me to unsubscribe, I don't care. Y'all aren't paying me. Like, thank you for the people who do actually, like, you know what I'm saying, send like the like the super chats or whatever. But people who send like super chats, because that's them directly paying. But like, y'all aren't paying me. Thank you for watching, but like, ain't none of y'all my bosses. Like, and I love that because I've been self-employed since the age of like 21, full time. I don't do bosses. I like living my life in freedom and being able to do whatever I want. So I'm willing to explore the different avenues of how I can make that happen. How can I make that a reality? How can I remain my own boss? How can I do what I want when I want? And like I said, y'all, content helps me do that. I also do digital marketing, so I have a few clients I'm getting paid for to help them generate leads through social media. Learn the game though. Learn the game. Learn the game, guys. Multiple streams of income and content creation is where it's at. And hopefully you got some value out of this video. I'm over here yapping, it's 30 minutes long. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Once again, I appreciate the support. And I want to see y'all get started. I want to see y'all win. So learn something from this video, share it with a friend. And I'll see you guys next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.